Welcome, America. Week 8 of the NFL picks with the Parks boys. Special guest this week, Halloween edition of the picks. We've got Darth Vader in the house. Darth, how are you?
Good.
Are you excited for the Halloween edition of the picks?
Yes.
Anything new since your movie came out 33 plus years ago?
No.
Nothing new? How are you?
Good.
Yeah, we had a great week with the picks last week. Very good job. Now, folks, we had a special guest last week, Benjamin Parks. He said he'd be back. He wanted to let everybody know that was a trick. He was playing a trick. He's not going to be here this week. So it's just these two Parks boys. All right, are we ready to start the picks for week 8?
Yes, Master.
Are you gonna leave your mask on for the whole thing? You can take it off if you want.
Yes.
All right, first game of the week. Miami Dolphins on the road at the Cincinnati Bengals. Dolphins again lost at home. They're 0-3 at home this year. Really just a weird record. 3-0 on the road. Bengals have been up and down all year. I'll tell you what, Carson Palmer is a shell of his former self. I like Miami in this game a lot. Who do you like?
Miami.
You taking the Dolphins? 2 for the Dolphins. I like your style. All right, second game of the week. Jacksonville Jaguars on the road at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm really mad at the Cowboys. Had they won last week, I would have won the pool. They cost me a lot of money. Just another reason for me to hate the Dallas Cowboys. Hey! Welcome back. So I am going to take the upset here. I think Jacksonville on the road. I hate Jacksonville too, but the Cowboys are a mess. They're just a complete mess. Poorly coached, poorly managed, just a terrible team all the way around. And it's unfortunate. They got a lot of talent. I'm taking Jacksonville in the upset. Who do you like?
Jacksonville.
You do? You gonna perk up there, little buddy? Look at you. Look what you look like. Have a smile. All right, next game of the week. The Washington Redskins on the road at the Detroit Lions. Redskins have played fairly well, lots of close games. You went back to the mask? And the Detroit Lions at home. I'll tell you what, I'm taking the upset in this one. Matthew Stafford, I believe, will be back for this game. He might be a little rusty. That said, I like the Lions' defense. I like their offensive weapons. Best should be back and ready. I like Detroit in the upset this week. Who do you like, Darth? Washington or Detroit?
What?
Washington or Detroit?
Washington.
You like the Redskins? Home of Barack Obama, the president, right? Okay, next game on the slate. Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't be deceived. Buffalo, even though they're winless on the season, have actually played fairly well offensively. Not so great defensively. The move to Fitzpatrick at QB has really paid off for this team. They're playing well on the offensive side of the ball. Still not very good defensively. The number 1 pick from last year, Aaron Mabin's benched. I mean, just a debacle there. I like Kansas City in this game. They played really well. They are the surprise team in the NFL this year. I'm taking the Chiefs at home. Another good point. One of the toughest teams in the NFL at home. Kansas City will win this one. Who do you like?
Kansas City.
You taking the Chiefs? Nice. All right, next game. Green Bay Packers. The Packers with a big win last week on Sunday night. They really needed that. On the road this week, tough matchup. The New York Jets. The big mouths of the NFL. Can't stand those guys. That said, they're coming off a bye. They will win this game at home. They will be prepared and rested. I take the Jets in this one. Who do you like, Darth?
Jets.
You like the Jets? Nice. All right, next game of the week. This is interesting because this game, do you know where this game's being played? It's Denver at San Fran. You know where it's being played?
Where?
London, England. This is one of those games that the NFL sends abroad to try to generate interest in the NFL in Europe. So this game is actually a home game for the Niners. Talk about getting the short end of the stick. And it's in London, England. This is a tough one. Denver coming off just a debacle at home, giving up 59 points to the Oakland Raiders. I don't even know how that could be. You could have given me 10 million to 1 odds. I don't think I would have put a buck on that happening. The 49ers, I predicted the upset last week, just continue to be a disappointing team. Lost to quarterback Alex Smith, probably not a bad thing. Going to Troy Smith is. I'm going to take Denver in a bounce back in an upset in this game. Who do you like, Denver or San Fran?
Denver.
You like the Broncos! Nice. Okay, next game on the slate. The Carolina Panthers at the St. Louis Rams. Carolina finally got on the board, the W board last week at home, beating San Fran. St. Louis, tough loss on the road. I like the Rams in this one. They played great at home. Their defense is good. Bradford has played well. They've got Steven Jackson. I'm taking the home team, St. Louis Rams. Who do you like, Darth?
St. Louis Rams.
You like the Rams?
Yes.
You want to slide that up a little bit? You going to make it through these? Somebody had a long night at a sleepover last night. Is that fair to say? Are sleepovers a lot of fun with the guy friends?
But after this, you're going to get it.
I'm going to get it. How am I going to get it? What'd you guys do at the sleepover last night? Anything fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Was it a good time?
Yeah.
Sweet. Love it. I bet it was fun. How many kids were there?
Like 10.
10 8-year-old boys running around the house doing a sleepover. That sounds like a lot of trouble.
One was like 5.
One of them was 5? Okay. That sounds like a lot of trouble, though. I'm glad you had fun.
Actually, there was 10 sleeping over and like 5 and like 12 that left.
Sounds like a good time, though. Okay, next game on the slate. The Titans, the Tennessee Titans, one of the surprising teams in the NFL this year, playing great on both sides of the ball. Very well coached, very well managed team, and it shows in the way they play. Great comeback last week. Fourth quarter comeback. They beat the Eagles at home. They were trailing all day. The San Diego Chargers at home continue to disappoint. Lost to a tough Patriots team last week. Who do you like in this one? The Titans or the Chargers? I'm going to go with the home team. Eventually, San Diego has to win. I think this is the game where it happens. Tennessee is beaten up on the NFC. This isn't the NFC. Even though San Diego has a horrible record, very talented, I think this is the week they get on the board. Okay, next game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at our hometown Arizona Cardinals. I brought out the Larry Fitzgerald jersey just for this pick. I love the Cardinals this week. I love them. They're a great home team. Everyone's picking Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's coach saying they're the best team in the NFC. I love that. That is great talk. A little bit of Rex Ryan in them. Not so much the big mouth style, but a confident style, and I like that. That said, Cardinals are one of the better home teams in the NFL. Arizona wins this game. A lot of people who don't watch the Cardinals don't realize how tough they are at home. Home field, Arizona Cardinals this week. Who do you like? Arizona or Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
You taking the upset. You taking the upset.
Arizona.
All right. Next game, Minnesota Vikings, Brett Favre. The big story of the week, Brett Favre has the longest consecutive game started streak in the NFL. That's at jeopardy. He's got a fracture in his foot. He's a game-time decision as of today. I don't care. They're not beating New England in New England. They're another horribly coached team. I should have known better when I picked them last week. They're a joke. I'm taking the Patriots this week at home against the Vikings. Who do you like, Minnesota or New England?
Minnesota.
Wow. Upset special. Okay, this is one of the tougher games of the week, I think. Seattle Seahawks on the road at the Oakland Raiders. I don't know how the heck the Raiders put up 59 on Denver last week in Denver. Very impressive. Seattle, great home team. Not so great road team, but they did beat the Bears. It's a real tough one. I was really leaning towards Seattle. Ultimately, I'm going to take Oakland at home. You like Seattle? You like Seattle. All right. Okay, now, the Sunday night game. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the road. They're not playing this week. They're on a bye.
Oh.
They're on a bye week. Sorry about that. You bummed about not having. You can still pick them. They're gonna win the bye week. You want to pick them on the bye week? How's that sound? Pretty good. Don't be down, Darth. They'll be back next week. They'll be back for week 9. Pittsburgh Steelers on the road at the defending Super Bowl champion New Orleans Saints, who have looked horrible. No Reggie Bush. I think a lot of people now appreciate just what Reggie brings to the team. His dimensions, running, passing, taking the ball out of the backfield. They're missing him. They're missing him a lot. They look a little lost. Drew Brees looks a little lost. You don't lose at home to the Cleveland Browns. I don't care what anybody says. This is an interesting game because it's the last 2 Super Bowl champions as well. I'll tell you what, I'm taking the Steelers on the road, Sunday Night Football. We'll be out trick-or-treating, won't we? We'll be trick-or-treating Sunday night?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to miss some of this, but I'm going to take the Steelers on the road. Who do you like, Pittsburgh or New Orleans?
Pittsburgh.
You like the Steelers too. High five. I like that stuff.
Indianapolis.
I ain't even gotten to this. Is a Monday nighter. Monday night. Houston Texans on the road at Indy. Indy coming off the bye. Monday night. Put it in the bank. Peyton Manning and the Colts will win this game. Love Peyton Manning in this game. Houston, they had a great win against Indy in week 1. Have been very inconsistent since. Indy's got a little payback coming at home. I like the Colts. You're taking the Colts too. Okay, time to pick our best bets of the week. For you, that's the lifesaver pick. Who's your lifesaver pick this week? What game do you like best? Green Bay? You like Green Bay for your lifesaver pick, huh? Interesting. I'm going to take, my lifesaver pick is actually going to be a bit of an oddball one. I'm taking the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots lose to the Minnesota Vikings. Randy Moss is coming back. He's going to want to have a big game. That's going to be an emotional game for both teams. I like the Patriots in that game. They're my bet of the week. Where are you going? We got a couple minutes left. You got to finish up? Those are the Week 8 picks, America. Appreciate you watching. We'll be back next week for Week 9. Darth/Nikki, you got anything to say before we leave the crowd today? Any final words?
Happy holidays.
You wishing everyone a happy Halloween? Happy Halloween. Be safe, America. Enjoy your football. We'll see you next week. Good luck with your picks.